A tree which has the most number of fruits gets the highest number of stone hittings. This one is a fact, and this is proved in Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati's case as well. As per me, in the last 1,000 years, or more than 1,000 years, none of the Vedic scholars have done a work what Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati did. In spite of his work, in spite of his so much of dedication towards India to spread the Vedic knowledge, the name what is getting today is not doing justice to the work what he has done. In fact, if you see honestly, except for the Arya Samajist, and of course, as per me, maybe more than 50% of Arya Samajists will not know who is Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati, because of the younger generations, they don't study about his life. But except for the Arya Samajists in general and other Vedic followers, like I am a non-Arya Samaji, other Vedic followers, no one will know or no one knows who is Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati. This is the reason why we have to understand Vedic scholar, is because unless we understand a Vedic scholar, we will not be inspired towards Vedas, because Vedas are not books. So I was having a discussion or a kind of argument with one of the YouTube channel which condemned Vedas, and I replied to them with 11 or 12 points to tell them that, hey, you don't know anything about Vedas, you don't know Sanskrit, you have not studied Vedas by Gurukul, don't condemn Vedas. And in the reply, she or he wrote to me that I will condemn Vedas, there are superstitions, you guys looted the country, and Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati corrupted the Vedas, she or he wrote to me, which I was very saddened by this kind of remarks against Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati. So we have to understand what is the work he did. You see this, the book what I have with me here, this is the book, The Light of Truth. The book what he wrote is in Hindi language. Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati spoke in Sanskrit. He is a native Sanskrit speaker, but he learnt Hindi and started writing books, and he wrote this book in Hindi, Satyartha Prakash. And this book is translated in so many other languages across the world, and this book is also condemned in many countries. If you have this book in your hand, in some of the countries you will be jailed, because the last 4 chapters are the reasons for it. I will come to it later on. So now we have to understand what is the work what Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati did. See, please understand, when Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati started the Ved Prachar, India was under the control of British. So on one hand we have a ruler who is anti-Indian. On the other hand, we have a country which is fully divided due to caste systems, due to religions, due to blind faiths, and above all due to poverty. We were in severe poverty at those point of time, and lack of proper Vedic education, and we were getting exposed towards the education of the English guys. So at this situation, Rishi like Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati starting Ved Prachar is really a challenging thing, and he was a lone warrior. He started his Ved Prachar as a single person, and he started it from his own religion. Of course, he never called himself as a Hindu, but he was an Arya. And he started condemning the superstition practices in the Hinduism existed at that point of time, and those superstitions still exist today as well, because we are not aware of what is there in Vedas. And he proved and he explained that Vedas are the knowledge of Almighty God, Vedas are emanating from Almighty God, this is what Ved Mantra says, and he started preaching Vedas to the public. And he started condemning, first thing he started condemning idol worship. And he proved that the Jains were the one who built the first temples in the world, and then from the Jainas only this idol worship started, and how later on the Hindus or the selfish Hindu scholars started building temples just to secure that we have a competition against the Jains. And he proved everything in his book, and that is the reason why today he is not getting popularized. He is not being popularized because we people do not like anyone speaking against idol worship. Whereas God himself speaks against idol worship in Yajurveda. Okay, and also he condemned all the superstition in the country, not only idol worship, he condemned the astrology, palm history, horoscope, he condemned the sati system, he condemned the treatment of poor treatment of women by people at that point of time. He proved from Vedas, he proved from Ved Mantras, Manusmriti, that woman has to be given highest highest respect, and she has to be given highest education possible. He also opened many gurukuls to impart Vedic education to girls, and some of the gurukuls are still existing in North India, as I know. And he condemned the superstition of the Purans, the Srimad Bhagavatam. He proved in his book that that Vyas Muni did not write the Bhagavatam. Vyas Muni did not write the Purans, and he proved that, and he also pasted the slokas from the discussion between Himadri and Bopa Deva, and to prove that this Bhagavatam is written by this Bopa Deva, not by Vyas Muni. And he condemned all the religious practices in Hinduism which are superstition, which are against Vedanta. Well, see, remember what is superstition, which is not scientific and which is not advised by Almighty God. Almighty God is always scientific. His each and every action is scientific, and each and every knowledge is scientific. This one he proved in his book that okay, whatever we are doing is anti-Vedic. And then he, in his book, in the Satyartha Prakash, he wrote last four chapters is condemning Jainism, Buddhism, Islam and Christianity. And this is the reason why in some countries, if you have this book, you will be jailed, because it is speaking against some of the religion. And he apologized. He said that please don't feel bad that I am speaking against. He apologized, and he said that as a Vedic scholar, I have to speak what is truth, and it's my responsibility to tell to public that this is truth. And if I am not doing justice, the public will not understand what is there in Vedas, and the truth will not spread in the country. This is what he told. And today, the reason why Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati is being defamed are because of two reasons. Number one is people do not know who is Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati. They would have heard from somebody else, hey, don't read Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati's book. He is atheist, something like this. And the other group of person is people who know who is Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati, but unfortunate due to their business reasons. Business in the sense they are in the business of temples. They are in the business of religion. So those people, they would have studied Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati, and they know that he is right. And these people also condemn. Even today also they will condemn. So for some of the people, I know very few people watch my videos, but some of you who are probably having some interest in Vedas, please understand that Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati was one of the profound Vedic scholar who tried to revive the Vedic knowledge. He tried to revert back to Vedas. He tried to bring back India towards Vedic path. That is why he established Arya Samaj. Arya is not a religion. Arya means a person who is doing a noble deed is called as a Arya. So he made Arya Samaj. The word Arya is in Vedas. I am not Arya Samaji, but I respect Arya Samaj for the reason that Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati found it. And Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati was a Maharishi. Mantra Drishta iti Rishi. He is a learned scholar. He has absolute authority in Vedas. And that is why I am trying to that lady who wrote bad comments about Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati, that she was telling that he corrupted Vedas. Please understand, Vedas are Almighty God's knowledge. No one can corrupt Vedas. There is corruption in Manusmriti, there is corruption in Mahabharata, there is corruption in Valmiki Ramayana, but there is no corruption in Vedas. Because Vedas are not books. Vedas are Almighty God's knowledge. No one can corrupt it. People can misinterpret the way, like Max Muller or Sainacharya. These people wrote commentaries of Vedas which are anti-Vedic. This is not corrupting the Veda mantra. Veda mantra cannot be corrupted. Veda mantras are unchangeable, unchallengeable. These are direct from Almighty God. And Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati's explanation of Veda mantras are 100% Vedic, authentic. And the proof is a living yogi on earth. If you can go to that yogi to understand, is Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati right or wrong? He will say that yes, he is 100% right based on the realization of Almighty God by him, by that yogi. He also proved in the first 10 chapters and even the 11th chapter, he also proved that the Vedanta, the present Vedanta, is anti-Vedic. He proved that Aham Brahmasmi does not mean that I am God. He proved that Aham Brahmasmi is a part of Vedic Traitvad, although this is not a Ved mantra. And this proof is available in his book. So the present Vedantist, the present idol worshipper, the present temple worshippers, the present Puranic, the present other religion people, everyone started hating Maharishi Dhananda Saraswati only because of the reason that he is speaking truth. The channel which is the YouTuber which wrote against Maharishi Dhananda Saraswati to me is another religion person. He is a person belonging to this Buddhism, Jainism, Islam or Christianity, one of that. And this person is trying to tell to me that I will prove that Maharishi Dhananda Saraswati corrupted Vedas. I replied to them that you prove and I will prove that you are wrong. Because as long as I am alive, I will speak the truth. I will try. If I don't know the truth completely, I am not a realized soul, but I will learn the truth and come to you. You have not studied Vedas. You can defame Vedas and Ved Vidwans. Why not I defame you? I will defame you until you make videos. I will do reply videos. It doesn't matter to me that only 50 people seeing my video, but in future some people, extra people will see the videos and they will understand the truth. My aim is not to defame you. My aim is that to spread the truth about Maharishi Dhananda Saraswati and Vedas. And that's why I thought of making this. And one more message to my brothers and sisters in Arya Samaj, if one of you is seeing this video. Today's Arya Samaj is doing a wonderful job in condemning the superstition in other religions. But please, brothers and sisters, we have to follow the Vedic path to prove that Vedas are the knowledge of Almighty God. We have to do daily 2 times Havan. We have to do daily Tapasya, Ashtanga Yoga. We have to maintain Brahmacharya. We have to promote international brotherhood. Just by proving Zakir Naik wrong, just by proving some Christian wrong, just by proving some Jainism wrong, our Vedic religion is not going to get sustained. Please understand. One who, as Vyasmuni says, if you save Dharma, Dharma will save you. Dharma is Almighty God's Vedas. If we strive to save the Vedic knowledge will save us. And how can you save Vedic knowledge? By implementing Vedic knowledge in our life. If Arya Samajists are not doing daily Havan, how can we spread Vedic knowledge? So my brothers and sisters, please start doing everyday Homa. And in your speech there will be power. I am seeing so many videos you are making against Zakir Naik and Islam and Christianity and Jainism or Buddhism, which is not needed. Don't need to make any like that channel who YouTuber is. Their main principle is to condemn Hinduism. I told them, you are condemning Hinduism. Even I am doing that. Whatever is wrong in Hinduism, I am telling it is wrong. But you cannot say anything wrong in Vedas because there is nothing wrong in Vedas. If you say there is anything wrong in Vedas, the only reason is because you don't know Vedas. You have not studied Vedas. Go to people, if you are genuinely interested what is there in Vedas, go to people who knows Vedas. So Arya Samaji brothers and sisters, my humble request is don't defame other religions. Live our religions. Try to spread the Vedic knowledge to people instead of spreading what is false in other religions. There is not going to be any use. Just you will get more subscribers, that's it. And what is the benefit of any subscriber, 10,000, 10 million, 20 million subscribers? The real use is if one person by seeing your channel is starting following Vedas in their life, that is the success of you. And that is why please don't go behind the number of subscribers. We don't need to speak bad against any religion because it is Maharishi Dayananda Ji spoke because he has the authority to speak and he knows all the religion by heart and he is a realized soul of Vedas. He can speak and in his speech people of Christian origin, Islam origin converted back to Arya Samaj. But in our speech this power is not there. We are not Vedic scholars. So I request all of you to spread this video if possible. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.